Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Nicki, and you're tuned in to Nicki at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about Cardi B and her BFF, Mrs. Star Brim. As you guys know, Star Brim and Cardi B have been friends for quite some time. But while Cardi B was going through her whole fiasco with Nicki, Star Brim was locked up behind bars because once she was a city girl scamming on people as well, just like JT of the City Girls. Not actually a member, but just doing the same scamming thing. You know what I mean? And it landed her in jail, and she was there for a while. Now she recently got out, and now she has this podcast where she is speaking her mind and talking about how she feels. One of the things she mentioned was the party in which Nicki Minaj and Cardi B had this altercation, and Cardi B left with a knot upside her head. And, you know, she's talking about how things would have went had she been there. I'm going to play the clip for you guys and then, you know, talk to you guys a little bit more about this in a sec.
And you know what I'm saying? You would play a position. So since you picked a side with this Chick-fil-A and Popeye shit, you tell the people what you would have did that night if you was at the Hopper's Bazaar party.
Listen, let me tell you something. If
Talk
I was
about it,
at
Star.
that shit, I would have spanked Raw. If I see Raw right now, I still spank Raw. So it really don't matter. Like, and if I could have got to Nicki, you feel me, then it would have went down too. You feel me? But that bitch is well protected. But it would not have went down the way it went down. Like, I don't know even how it went down like that. Like, I'm sorry, I be too overprotective of my friend. Not even because she's a celebrity, but it's because, like, I'm just more aggressive than her. Like, you understand? And I seen everything that she been through. Like, I was there while she was crying. I was there when nobody wanted her to go further in life, when she was busting her ass, you know, to go here and go there. So it's like, you ain't gonna pick on my motherfucking friend.
Real
Fuck that.
friend shit.
Like, you ain't picking on my friend.
Okay, so that was her speaking briefly on what would have went down if she was at the Harper Bazaar's party where Nicki and Cardi had their altercation. And to me, it wasn't just taking a shot at Nicki saying that, you know, I would have dealt with her, because clearly, you know, people who are stands of the barbs are going to want to attack. But let's be real. If that's your friend, you're going to have your friends back. To me, she was also taking a dig at the people who are currently around Cardi as well. Like, these people are supposed to be your friends. I'm your real friend. How could they let that go down? Because I would not have. So she was taking a shot at everybody. But then she goes further into depth on how deep her friendship goes. So her and the gentleman start to talk about, you know, what a friend is. And she goes on to explain how she's so much of a friend that she never keeps her friend accountable, and that when her friend is wrong, she lets them be wrong and don't say nothing. On top of her spilling how she never keeps her friend accountable or, you know, lets them know they're wrong, she also talks about ownership of her friend, you know? So let me play that clip right now.
I ain't picking on my friend. I own all my friends. Like, to me, every friend that I have, you're mine. Like, I own you. Like, you're my kid. Like, you're mine.
I feel the same way with people feel like people like me and you are too intense when it comes to friendship, right? And I feel like that's what a friendship is about, though. You create a bond through the memories, like what you was just talking about, the moments where your friend might need you to help hold them down when they're having a private moment that they can only share with you. That's a friendship. Like, to me, that is the buy-in. Why even be friends if we not gonna be 100% loyal, completely 10 toes? Like,
yeah, like, I don't give a fuck if my friend is wrong. She's right. You feel me? Like,
we gonna work that shit out later. Like,
there is no wrong. I might not even let you know you was wrong, bitch. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, you my motherfucking friend, and guess what? You could have been right. Even if you're wrong, you could have been right. So therefore, I'm taking your motherfucking side, because I won't want you to take my side, right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't give a fuck.
Otherwise, why we even doing this
like,
shit?
I don't give a fuck if she's wrong, if she's right. That's my fucking friend, and I'm knocking anybody's heads off. Win, lose, or draw. Period.
Okay, so that is her talking about how deep her friendship goes and how she's so much of a friend that even when her friend is wrong, she lets her be wrong. So that means that, you know, she does some stupid stuff that's harmful. It's like, hey, girl, just be stupid as long as I'm your friend. And then that's also her talking about ownership and her talking about how she owns her friend. It gave me a lot of Selena's and her manager vibes. You know how her manager loved her so much and she was so much of her friend that she, you know, took her out. And that's kind of scary to me that you feel like you would own a person. But hey, I mean, you know, that's this new 2019 type of friendship. I'm old school. I don't want it. I want friends that's going to hold me accountable. I want friends that, even if it's going to make me mad, they're going to let me know when I'm wrong. Those are the type of friends that I want. But hey, if it works for them, it works for them. Anyway, so those are clips of her talking on her new podcast. This is a podcast that she started, and it's called Keeping It Butte with Star Brim. You can catch the live or the full podcast on YouTube if you type it in, and I'm probably sure it's on other means or whatever. She talks about her time in prison, her stay in prison, and how it was for her. So if that's your cup of tea and you're interested in finding it out, go look it up and hear what else she has to say. Anyway, so moving on. So as you guys know, Cardi B has been being sued left and right to left. She's throwing out lawsuits, people throwing out lawsuits to her. She's getting in court battles with ex-strippers, and it's just a whole lot of. Well, there is this gentleman who is a guy who she used on her album art, and he is suing her for $5 million. Now, this lawsuit has been going on for quite some time, and they finally got to the phase of doing a deposition. And in the deposition, Cardi B made it clear that she is a gangsta. And the deposition and the things that she had to say, I found them quite interesting. So for those of you who really don't know what's going on with this particular lawsuit, I'm going to go on over to the blast to read to you guys what it says. I'm going to read to you guys what the deposition says. Her talking about her being a gangsta under oath. You know what I'm saying? And, just fill you guys in and bring you guys up to speed. I'm going to go on over to the blast to read the article. Okay, so in the article it says, Cardi B declares I'm a gangster doing heated deposition in $5 million battle. So Cardi B was not having it during a heated deposition, part of a $5 million legal battle, and called out a lawyer for wasting hours of her time when she could be with Culture. The singer is involved in a lawsuit with a man named Kevin Michael Brophy, and he accuses her of using a photo of his tattoo on her mixtape cover without permission. A judge recently ruled the singer's deposition was to be made public, and the transcript did not disappoint. The deposition happened on April 19th in New York and lasted for several hours. According to the transcript of the deposition obtained by The Blast, Cardi was grilled about her business in California, the use of the photo on her mixtape, and various other topics relating to her career. Brophy's lawyer asked Cardi about how often she comes to California on an annual basis. She said, "I go there a lot." He pressed, asking for what reason, to which she said work reasons. He said, yes, why? And the singer said, because I'm Cardi B. So here are the transcripts that they have of the deposition. They asked her a question. It says, how often do you go? Blah, blah, blah. And this is where, she answers, I go there a lot, blah, 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 because I'm Cardi B. Okay. Anyways, so it says, when questioned about the mixtape tattoo photo being used, Cardi said, I never really cared to see because I didn't give a F. I cared for me. And it was all about me. I didn't give a F about this tattoo. I didn't give a F about none of that. So when it comes to that, you need to go to the photographer or whoever edited this ish, because that's who did it clearly. She also said, I am a gangster. I feel like I am a gangster. I'm a gangster, I'm a stand-up girl. I'm saying I'm a good girl, but I have a lot of heart. So I consider myself a gangster. I'm from the hood. And that's what people from the hood like to consider themselves. I have a heart of a lion. So that's what I am. I'm not a pretty girl, or I am a pretty girl, but I'm not like this little pink girly girl. I'm like the Buttercup, There are 3 Powerpuff Girls. There's Blossom, there's Bubbles, and there's Buttercup. And the green one. That's me. That's who I am. The lawyer asked Cardi about the image she was trying to put out there with the album cover. That's when she was saying, she's a gangster, and that's what she was trying to portray in the album cover, and she compared it, whatever. So her answer, when I put my mixtape out, I wasn't stripping anymore. And then so the question was, when you were stripping, when you were appearing in California at different venues, How are you getting paid? Cardi answers and says, like, I used to get paid like $3,000. When I was a stripper, I was getting paid like $3,000. Question, for stripping for an evening, question mark? Mm-hmm, says Cardi. Question, okay. Cardi, geez, I came a long way. So these are also further transcripts in the deposition. They just like clipped different parts of the deposition and put them in here. Like, I guess the most interesting things that she said. And right here it says, man is even. How is he getting distressed? Do you have any proof that he is distressed? This man works in a darn effing surf shop. You're not a model. You haven't like gone to no damn psychiatrist. How is this affecting your life? Question mark. I want to know, how is your client life is being affected? How? It's ridiculous. It's wasting my time. It's wasting my money. Like, I could really be with my kid right now. Like, I'm really upset because I really have to deal with my kid. Question. I understand that. Answer from Cardi. All because of some BS trying to get money? And then $5 million? Are you effing kidding me? That mixtape didn't even make not even $1 million. Cardi seemed to have enough towards the end and let her feelings about the lawsuit out. She got heated with Bropey's lawyer saying your client is claiming he's distressed. Where's the proof? Blah, 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 blah. So that was her. Like, you know, she turned it around and she started grilling the lawyer herself, you know, like, how is this affecting him? Blase, blase. So then it goes on and it says, because I do got real lawsuits with real ish. I guess the real lawsuits that she got to get to. You know what I'm saying? She got to sue Tasha K. She got other people to be dealing with. She ain't got time for people to be suing her. Anyway, so yeah, so she says, because I do got real lawsuits with real ish and I got to deal with this BS. This is 4 hours long, taken away from my time, my job, my motherhood. Okay, so in the next part of this, the person who's suing her explains how it affected him. You know, she wanted to know how he was distressed and how it was affecting his life. Well, here is the answer that he has to that. Kevin accused her of lifting his image and plastering it on her artwork for Gangster Bitch Music Volume 1. He claimed to identify himself by the distinct tattoo of a tiger fighting a snake on his back, and said he never met Cardi or posed for a photo and wanted at least $5 million in damages. Bropey says he was shocked, outraged, humiliated, and appalled when he first saw the photo. He claims Cardi used the pic in a misleading, offensive, humiliating, and provocatively sexual way to launch her career in music and entertainment. In the suit, Bropey says he has been devastated as a result of the mixtape cover, and he was worried that his wife believed he had betrayed her. He even said his young son, who was enrolled into a Christian pre-kindergarten school, saw the photo while he and his wife were reviewing it, and he had to explain how it wasn't him in the photo. He claims the tattoo visible in the photo is one of a kind and was done over 10 years ago. Cardi recently went to court calling the lawsuit a celebrity shakedown and demanded it be dismissed before going to trial. She is demanding the whole case be dismissed. The case has dragged on for over a year, with it being put on pause for a minute while Cardi dealt with being pregnant with Culture. The singer's deposition even had to be postponed, with her lawyer at the time writing that Cardi B had suffered unanticipated postpartum complications sufficiently serious enough to cause her, among other things, to have to cancel an upcoming and much publicized tour performing with Bruno Mars. So those are a couple of the excerpts of this lawsuit. She wanted to know how he was distressed and how it was causing him any harm or bothering him. And he kindly replied and said, hey, sis, I don't want to be looking like I'm eating your cooter cat, because I'm not. And, you know, it's just not cool. She then wanted to make it clear and make it abundantly clear that she is a gangsta. She said it several times. I'm a gangsta. I'm from the hood and all of this kind of stuff. So we shall see where this whole lawsuit goes. What do you guys think about what her friend Star Brim said? And what do you guys think about this $5 million lawsuit? Now, I agree. He probably does not need to be paid $5 million, but I think he should be compensated for her using him as a reference, or, you know, as a frame of her artwork. Like, she got his whole back and his image, you know, up into her cooter like he's eating her out. So I feel like she should give him something. Should he get $5 million? Probably not. Like, I don't think even $1 million, but hey, cut this bruh a check and go on about y'all merry way. And it is what it is. And off of that, though, what do you guys think about the beginning of this video? Do you have, or do you feel a sense of ownership when it comes to your friends? Like me, I ride for my friends. I'm loyal to my friends. I don't feel a sense of ownership over anybody. But let me know if that's the type of friend that you are. I want to know what you guys think about what she said. And if you guys forgot, since I read that deposition, I'm going to refresh your memory on what she said one more time, and then we'll talk about it down below.
Ain't picking on my friend. I own all my friends. Like, to me, every friend that I have, you're mine. Like, I own you. Like, you're my kid. Like, you're mine.
I feel the same way, but people feel like people like me and you are too intense when it comes to friendship. Like,
yeah, like, I don't give a fuck if my friend is wrong. She's right. You feel me? Like,
there is that shit out later. Like,
there is no wrong. I might not even let you know you was wrong, bitch. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, you my motherfucking friend. And guess what? You could have been right. Even if you're wrong, you could have been right. So therefore, I'm taking your motherfucking side, because I won't want you to take my side. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't give a fuck.
Otherwise, why we even doing this
shit?
Like,
I don't give a fuck if she's wrong, if she's right. That's my fucking friend, and I'm knocking anybody's heads off. Win, lose, or draw. Period.